Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best Leica cameras.
Starting at number 5.
Leica M10 Monochrom. Designed specifically for photographers who want the best possible black and white image quality, the Leica M10 Monochrom is a beautiful camera inside and out. It's a relatively cheaper option than the newer M11 Monochrom, so is worth considering if that camera is out of your budget. Prices have come down quite a bit on the used market, especially in the UK, to the point where it can be picked up for about half the price of the newer model. We found in our Leica M10 Monochrom review that it was capable of delivering exceptional image quality, with a sensor that is stripped of color being better suited to detail, higher dynamic range and superior performance in high ISO, low light situations. The body design and quality of build also impressed us in our review, and although shooting with a rangefinder is perhaps an acquired taste, using the M10 Monochrom is overall a very pleasant experience. Leica cameras are already designed for a niche market, and this one even more so, but boy does it produce beautiful results. If you've got this kind of cash to spend, it'll almost certainly bring you a fantastic amount of joy.
Coming at number 4.
Leica M11 Monochrom. Leica may have seemed bonkers at first when it announced it would be producing expensive versions of its digital cameras with no color filter at all, meaning they would only be capable of producing black and white imagery. However, the concept has proven engagingly popular with a certain type of shooter, and the Leica M11 Monochrom is the best example of the concept yet. If you're the type of person willing to drop $9,195/8,300 on a monochrome-only camera, then you'll be pleased to know that this one is a triumph. Ultimately, a thing like this lives or dies on its image quality, and the superb 60.4 MP resolution produced by the Leica M11 Monochrom is knockout, drop-dead gorgeous. Like the Q3 and M11 Classic, the resolution can be dropped down if you don't need all those pixels, though Leica has cannily built in 256 GB of built-in internal storage to help matters. The camera can shoot up to ISO 200,000, and its performance even at higher settings is commendable. An advantage of black and white is that image noise is more likely to look like stylish film grain, and so is the case here.
At number 3.
Leica SL3. Powerful enough to stand toe-to-toe with the biggest and best full-frame cameras, which is good news, since it's more expensive than any of them. The Leica SL3 packs in the same 60MP sensor with phase detect autofocus as the Leica Q3. This means it's got that same brilliant blend of high speed and outstanding image quality. Its mirrorless body is built like a tank, shaped like an SLR and rated to IP54 for its weatherproofing and water protection. It'll handle spray but not submergence. Its various upgrades and features make the SL3 a more serious player in the pro mirrorless market than its predecessors in the SL series ever were. Yes, the Sony A7RV can do all the same stuff for less money, but the SL3 is markedly more pleasant to use. The Nikon Z9 may be better for action, but there's still an undeniable cachet to turning up to a job holding a Leica. The L-mount lens selection is excellent now, and given that the SL3 can also use M-mount and legacy R-mount Leica lenses, you're never going to be short of quality glass.
Number 2 of my list.
Leica Q3. Leica's Q series of compacts can essentially be considered a very, very upmarket version of Fujifilm's classic X100 cameras, pairing a high-quality sensor with a fixed 28mm lens. However, while this description is factually correct, it doesn't really do justice to the addictively sublime experience of actually shooting with one, and the Leica Q3 is the best yet. Like the M11, it incorporates a 60MP sensor that also offers shooting in 36MP and 18MP for those times you don't need all that resolution. However, it's not exactly the same sensor, as on the Q3, Leica has incorporated phase detection pixels. This makes the autofocus much quicker than it was on the Q2. Leica claims up to 5 times quicker. The camera also incorporates intelligent subject detection modes, and thanks to Leica's ongoing strategic alliance with Panasonic, It can also make use of Panasonic's good old-fashioned depth from defocus autofocus system to build a depth map of a scene. Leica even threw in the ability to shoot 8K video, though somewhat oddly given this fact, there's no mic socket. When you combine all this with the superb stabilized 28mm f/1.7 lens, the fast burst modes, the well-laid-out control scheme, and the many other exciting new features like intelligent dynamic range, IDR, and perspective control, it becomes clear what a powerhouse the Leica Q3 is. Best compact ever? We're hard-pressed to say otherwise.
And number 1.
Leica M11. For lovers of minimalism in camera design, the Leica M series is a classic. The latest digital iteration of a series that harks back all the way to 1955 brings a number of innovations in a sleek and traditional body. It boasts a 60-megapixel sensor, but, since that can eat up a lot of processing power, if you want to make things a little quicker, you can choose to output RAW files at 36 or 18 megapixels instead, allowing you to choose the best resolution for the situation. In our review, we found that, like other M-series cameras before it, the M11 uses an ultra-robust design which is simply lovely to look at, as well as to use. Using a rangefinder takes a bit of getting used to. Manual focusing via the viewfinder doesn't always yield perfect results, particularly if you're used to shooting with more modern techniques, but it's special if you do nail it. We found that the M11 was capable of producing superb images, and if you really do want the best of the best and have the budget to go with it, this is a camera that is surely at the top of many a photographer's wishlist.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.